I take a group of people, I ask them questions, and we become friends. Tell everybody all about you.
Got out of the market with lemon juice, Philadelphia cream cheese.
Question is, how do you like your eggs? The tighter the better.
From your own daydreams and fantasies as well.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for Around the Bagg? Welcome, everybody. It's a time for Around the Bagg. We got a big show for you tonight. We got Wayne Federman. We got Elise Cole. And we got Gabe Lopez. Welcome, everybody. Wayne, tell everybody all about you.
Well, there's a lot to say. I am a stand-up comedian who's been performing since the 80s.
Ooh.
So I have some big anniversaries coming up.
Nice.
And I also act. You may know me from Curb Your Enthusiasm or Silicon Valley or the movie Step Brothers or the movie Legally Blonde or the movie 40-Year-Old Virgin. But the big thing I'm doing right now is I just wrote a book called The History of Stand-Up from Mark Twain to Dave Chappelle. A show. That's it. That's the book.
That's the book.
Guess who's in the book? Ian Bagg.
Ian Bagg's in the book?
Ian Bagg is in the book.
Son of a bitch, this show's over because I know who my BFF is.
Sorry, guys.
At least we have no chance.
Sorry, guys.
Lazy bums at the bottom there, just sitting around not writing books about me.
Yeah, you get a mention in the book. I won't even tell you what section it's in, but
where can they purchase your book?
It's a place called Amazon.com. .com, I think is what it is. I think it's the .com.
Never heard of it.
Did they take that? Did they take your book to space? Did they read it?
Yeah, they took it to space. They read it, and so I got extra residuals for that. Depending on what continent you're flying over, you get based on that. So there were some rubles, there's some shekels. I wish I knew another reference.
You need some money.
Pesos.
Well, thanks for being here, Wayne.
Oh man, nice to be here, Ian.
At least tell everybody all about you.
Hi, I am one of the most recent hires at Acme Comedy Club. I'm working there as an MC. I just did my first comedy festival, the World Series of Comedy at their satellite show at the Bloomington House of Comedy, Rick Bronson's House of Comedy. I also headlined Rick Bronson's House of Comedy and 2 times have headlined a female-only showcase in Minnesota called Rock What You Got. They have something called the Pay Gap Summer Series, which is a comedy tour for female comedians. And actually, Judy Gold will be headlining the big event in September. So I'm excited to be part of that. Yeah.
I enjoy the names they give the female shows, like Pretty Funny Women and stuff like that. But nobody's ever had the balls to just do Bitches Be Bitchin'.
I'll do it. Fuck it.
Do it. It's funny that I had the balls to. This show's canceled, by the way. It just got canceled. We just got canceled. Well, thanks.
I'm gonna get canceled tomorrow.
Thanks for being here, and hopefully we'll break you out of prison by the end of the show.
Thank you. Also, my memoir isn't published yet. If I include you in my memoir, can I bump Federman?
Yes, you can. I don't even think you were born in the 80s.
I was.
You were?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's a miracle.
My turn?
It's your turn, bub.
Okay, guys. Gabe Lopez. I've been doing stand-up I just hit my 19-year anniversary. So 3 years. I'm lucky enough to run and produce a stupidly successful show here in Las Vegas. That's home for me, called The Dirty at 12:30. So it's we hit our 8-year anniversary. It's every Friday night in the middle of the night, and you name the names and they just show up. The dream was to create a Comedy Store type vibe in Vegas, and I think we accomplished that. Like, the sucker is just its own beast. I'm booked out for headliners for pretty much the next 12 months. Thank God, COVID really threw a monkey wrench into everything like it did for everybody. But luckily, once we got back up and running.
What's this COVID thing you're talking about?
Well, guys, it was a thing that some people got lollipops and other people didn't.
Oh, okay.
It's something that everybody has an opinion on, and they are right.
It's called the never wrong disease. Well, that's awesome. Well, thanks for being here, Gabe. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to start the show up right now. Here's my first question. You guys all seem very polite. How is your handwriting? Mine's horrible. I struggle to read my questions I write after I write them an hour later. How is your handwriting? Let's start it with Elise.
Mine is pretty great. I spent a lot of time forging my mother's handwriting growing up,
Oh,
and hers is beautiful. So I picked up a lot of good stuff from her.
very nice. Wayne, how's your handwriting?
Well, I'm so old. We used to call it penmanship. We used to
Ooh.
make it. We used to gender handwriting.
Oh.
So that's what I consider it. It was it was something that gentlemen did. Ladies didn't have to worry about it apparently back then.
Oh my
Cancer.
God.
And it's well, we used again. I learned cursive. Wasn't good with something called cursive writing. So I switched over to just printing, and when I print, it's pretty good. The only thing I sign is my name, really.
Your checks. That's the only thing you sign is your big check.
My big
Oh my
checks.
God. I don't know which I should be more offended by, penmanship or white noise machine. Like that's that. I don't know which one's more offensive. Gabe?
I'm definitely with Federman on this one. It was called cursive when I was growing up. And honestly, think to yourself, when's the last time you wrote something in cursive? Not printing, cursive. I don't even know. I have a niece in high school, and apparently they don't teach cursive anymore.
No, they don't know. They don't
It's not a thing anymore.
They don't teach manners either. Just to let you know, they don't.
No, they don't.
You don't need cursive because nobody duels. You don't need to send a letter to somebody to duel anymore. That's why you don't need cursive. My God. Oh, that's nice. I love it. Everybody's got an opinion on handwriting, and they're all doing very nice at it. I can't wait to get a postcard from you sons of bitches. Here we go. Where was the first place you ever traveled? When I was a child, we moved back to Australia. That was my first place I ever traveled. Where was the first place you ever traveled? Let's start out with pretty handwriting, Wayne Federman.
It's penmanship. Get it right. The first place I tried. That's well. This is going to be crazy sad. So I'm going to get docked points. But once I was a child, I was born out here.
Mhm.
Then my father got smoking disease, Elise, and then no, I'm not trying to shame. And so we had to go across the country and to Maryland and move back in with my grandparents.
Oh.
That's when that happened. But the first flight I remember was from Fort Lauderdale to because I lived in Plantation, Florida. I don't want to brag. I know it sounds very progressive. And then I that was my first flight. I remember was going to a place called Washington D.C.
Yeah, Washington D.C. is very nice, and Plantation, Florida. It's an okay place depending on which side of where you live in the plantation. It depends where you live. Gabe, where was the first place you traveled?
It took me a long time to actually travel. I grew up in Southern California, and not until I was 20-something, I was 4 years into stand-up. My first flight was a USO tour that took me to Iraq and Afghanistan, and 20 bases in 30 days. And that was the first time I hopped into a plane.
That is great. And that was the first time you hopped into a plane, so you didn't even know the
first time.
Seats.
No clue. And we went from LA to London to Kuwait, and then a bunch of bases after that. So my passport looks amazing. Really haven't seen shit, but my passport looks amazing.
I guarantee you, your emotions were all over the place. You were 24 years old and you hadn't had jet lag yet. I bet you were just like, why am I crying in the middle of a Starbucks? Why am I so emotional about this? Oh, that is awesome. Oh, jet lag is just great. Elise, where's the first place you traveled?
New York. I was born in Minneapolis, and the first place I went was New York. Yeah.
Very
my
nice.
My dad's family all lives out east. My grandfather emigrated to New York from Iran in 1948, and they all stayed out there. And my dad came to Minnesota when his parents got divorced. So that's how the four of us ended up here. And then we used to fly back out there a couple of times a year to visit my grandpa and see the Persians.
Nice. I like it. Federman and Cole both have stories of sadness. Gabe's is just about him crying for no apparent reason. That was a good question. I very rarely get out of this.
I know.
That's a good question. Jesus.
Death and war was basically the theme of those answers. And escaping from Iran.
Nobody's gonna live. That's basically what we said. Oh my God. Well,
wait a minute. The glasses go on for the questions and then off for the answers. What's this
for the judgment?
Okay.
That's
The
only
reader.
the
Back on for
eyebrows.
that. Okay, I got it.
The eyebrows have
Yep,
effect.
I didn't get these eyebrows not to use them. I didn't take them from 1 to 2 for no reason. Okay, here's my next question. What should you eat more of? We all know what we should eat less of, but
yes,
what
yeah.
should you eat more of? Let's start with Gabe.
Meat. Always meat. I am a steak fanatic. Meat.
Okay, all right. All right. You should eat more meat. Oh my God, you're I tell you, the Beef Foundation is gonna hire you. That was awesome.
Yeah.
That's a good answer.
The vegans are just making it better for me. That's how I see it.
Yeah, good for you. Meat. He says you should eat more meat. Federman, what do you think you should eat more?
Well, for health reasons, I kind of don't agree with what Gabe is saying. I don't want to get into a
How dare you,
flame
Federman.
war here over this. But
Oh.
I'm going to say beef instead of meat.
Very
Totally
nice.
wrong on that.
You
It's
just
more beef.
$1 to me on Price is Right, Federman. That's what you just did.
One letter difference.
I'm gonna,
No, there's two.
that's actually a
more
great
than
thing to say to somebody when you're mad at them. You just $1 to me.
You jerk, Federman.
Elise, what do you think you should eat more of?
I see your meat and I'll raise your cow.
Because
I'm
meat
gonna-
could be
I'm
anything. That could be chicken. That could be anything, right?
Yeah, right. Just some sort of turkey.
I'm gonna say things that make you happy. I think, in diet culture, it's all about restricting and avoiding, and you shouldn't have this and whatever. I as somebody who was blessed with a pretty good metabolism, I just eat what makes me happy. It's, and I enjoy it. I think other people should do it.
Other people should do it as well. I see what you're saying right there. That's right. You should do it. Oh, Federman just touched his camera and pushed us out of the room. He's just like, I don't think we should be happy. I think we should all be sad.
Is he high-fiving Elise?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like that makes you happy.
It's because she didn't $1 him. That's why that's why he was high five.
She actually had a new idea. It was crazy. I was like, what's going on here?
That's great.
She
I like
actually
it.
added something to the conversation. Like,
You guys all had something fun to say there. I thought everybody was going to say, "Oh yeah, I got this vitamin you should have." You guys are all like, make yourself happy. We're going to eat meat. God damn it, we're going to have some more meat. We're going to get a special type of meat. I'm guessing the sirens are in Minneapolis.
Yeah, yep. That's me.
that was the most passive aggressive question so far. I'm just guessing that Elise is ruining this for everyone.
No, I'm not saying ruining. I'm just expecting a riot to go by or a burning of a Target.
That's right.
Hey guys, here's what I want to know. At what point in our society did we go from sticks and stones may hurt your bones, but words will never hurt you, to sticks and stones, hit me all you want, just don't say anything mean? When did we switch over? That's what I want to know. Let's start out with Elise.
I blame Gen Z. I blame Gen Z. I am.
Who are the Gen Zs? Which one of those ones?
I think it's people who in 2021 are under 25, like people born after 1995.
I disagree with you. That wouldn't be. It's who's ever in charge of them more than them. Wouldn't you say?
I don't know. I'm a cusp baby, right? I was born right on the cusp of Gen X and millennials, and so I don't understand. I don't know who the fuck was in charge of them, because I was a latchkey kid in the 80s. Nobody was raising me, but somebody had to be filling their heads with bullshit. I was before the participation trophy generation, so I don't.
Oh, you blame the trophies.
Yeah.
Okay. Very nice. All right. Federman, what do you think? When did it change?
Well, I'm also a cusp baby. I was between the Civil War generation and the Spanish-American War generation. So that was like, so we have that in common, at least. I love that I can do these jokes now. It's so fun. I'm going to blame, and this is weird because part of my job, besides doing stand-up, is I teach at USC. I'm going to blame college professors and specific studies. I'm not going to say gender is the only one, but that's the worst one. But it's everyone has their own studies and suddenly you can't say anything about any of these aggrieved groups. That's so I think it started on college campuses.
You think
The
college
one place where the free speech movement began is
Right.
now the anti-free speech movement.
they don't
I know
want
that's a little serious, but that's my
No,
again,
I need to know.
yeah.
I need to know before I get in trouble because I get in trouble all the time for saying something stupid. But I don't have any hate behind the things I say. So when people
course.
say something behind me, I'm like, oh, you got to deal with your own deals because I
What are you
love you.
doing?
I don't hate you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you, you son of a bitch.
I
He
changed
says
my
college-
answer. I want to go with Federman.
Oh, look at
Oh,
us, the cusp babies.
My God. I love it. Elise just turned into an 80-year-old woman and pointed a cigarette at him. That was
I love this Federman.
I want to go to
This is
Federman.
what happens when you have a Jewish grandmother from the Bronx.
That's what
Wow, even the accent changes.
That's a cigarette. Gabe, when do you think it all changed? Because you had a dirty show, so you got a show that's called.
I blame Yelp. I can't think of a platform before Yelp where you were able to complain without any fear of consequence, without any fear of somebody beating your ass for saying something horrid to somebody. I can't think of anything before Yelp.
Do you think it's Yelp or the internet itself? Do you think it's Yelp?
Yeah, I think it was the internet, but Yelp kind of, really, really concentrated in one area because nobody goes to really praise a business through Yelp. They always want to complain on Yelp, and then that led to shit like the Karens, all those people that just feel that they can complain, they're always right, and they have no consequences will ever be suffered.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Very nice, Gabe. Very nice for a kid that didn't travel till he was 24. Dad, if you're worldly, I'll tell you that. Very nice. I think this goes along with this next question, too. Should there be boundaries for jokes? Should there be boundaries for jokes? I know.
No.
This is getting serious and fun at the
I
same
know. Let's
go to Gabe. Let's go to Gabe.
Gabe, get ready to get canceled. Go, brother.
I like this question because I at my show, I literally have a speech where if you're easily offended and the crowd screams, "Get the fuck out!" Like they're words.
Right.
They're nothing more than words. And if you allow words to really take over your brain like that, I'm not the issue. You're the fucking issue.
Right. Federman, what do you think? Should there be boundaries?
This is interesting because I cannot do a dirty at 12:30 show because I'm a super clean comedian.
But that's
I'm going
to stop. I'm going to stop you right there. I think that's great. If you went on that show, that it gives it a different thing, and it just because you're funny.
Did I just get a booking? Did I just book something?
Well, Federman. So because this is a successful show, I don't care if you're dirty. I don't want you to dirty up your set. I want you to do you. Right. All I care about is funny. All the dirty means is freedom to talk about whatever the fuck you want.
Right.
Well, this is the thing. I'm going to agree with Gabe in that I don't think anything is out of bounds. And again, I'm going to brag about myself. I'm working on an HBO documentary about George Carlin right now, who is famous for the 7 words you can't say. So he thought about this deeply, and he said, and this is a quote, that political correctness is America's newest form of intolerance, and what makes it especially pernicious, he used that word, which means terrible, I had to look it up, is that it comes under the guise of tolerance. That it comes under the guise of like, we're trying to be nice. So that made it especially difficult. But like you said, there's no bad words. There's just bad intent. And, there's just bad intent. Whatever the intent is, like what you said, Ian, earlier, right?
You two guys, you got it so far. At least I know you're offended by everything. How about you? Is there boundaries?
It comes with the vagina. I can't help it. No, I don't think there should be any boundaries on it. I have recently started doing material on feminism and the problems that I have with a couple of contemporary feminist narratives. I think they're really problematic. And either it gets applause breaks or it's met with total silence. But it's
either this or this, right?
Yeah. I think, and I'm nervous about all of it because I think cancel culture, which is not, we're not talking about that yet, but cancel culture, I think, is essentially like undermines our constitutional right to due process. If you can just take away somebody's ability to earn a living or function and survive in their community because you heard something that they maybe didn't even say, you just bypass every check that we had in place to stop that from happening.
I also believe, I'm a firm believer of, there's a judge and jury, and they're called the audience, and they are right there, and you're judged right then, and hung if you screw up. So if you're funny, you're funny. That's all I'm going to say with that. Let's move on to the next question, shall we? The next
one is going to be about abortion. Where are we going with these questions?
Oh, that's funny. It's along the abortion line.
Jesus.
Do you enjoy birthday
take his
parties?
glasses off again, Federman.
I know.
The question is, do you enjoy birthday parties? That's what I want to know. That's why it kind of goes along that line. And I'm going to be honest with you. I love other people's birthday parties, but I don't enjoy mine. That's what I'm going to say right there. That's how I'm going to go. I want to know, Elise, you love blowing out candles.
Thank you for saying candles.
There's this guy named Candles.
Right. It depends on who's invited.
Oh my God. That's depends who's invited to this birthday party. Like, are you talking specific people or age groups?
Specific people, like family members.
Oh, family members. Yeah, I'd never invite them to a birthday party. They'll fuck it up for sure. That's family member.
I haven't had a birthday party in a long time.
It just got sad. It just got sad.
Somebody's going for sympathy.
Somebody has no friends.
I was just like, is she dyslexic? It's every year. Come on. How do you mean you haven't had one a lot? Has it been about 12 months? Is that what you're saying?
No, I haven't. Not a party. Like, I've just had so much other stuff going on for the last 10 years of my life that my birthday comes and goes, and I'm usually at work, or I'm planning my son's birthday party, or I'm it's like.
And you're only 4'11", so life is tough for you. It's double. You do double the work than most people.
I can't reach the party decorations.
Right.
It's the whole thing.
Every party's further away than most. It's further away. Gabe, you love a good birthday party?
I hate birthdays and I hate parties. It's just for I got to get specific. The people that celebrate their birthday month. I can't stand those people. It's my birthday month. Everything's about me. Yeah, I don't give a shit. No.
Right. Pisces. I think they're called Pisces. Federman, do you like a birthday party?
Well, I love birthday parties for kids. I think it's one of the great things. They light up now all the kids get a little gift on the way out. But adults, once you hit 18 or 21 or anything like that, I just find it embarrassing, especially when the cake comes out and people have a look on their face like, oh my God, my name is on a cake.
Yeah, why?
How is this even possible? They look
so good.
Yeah, it's
How
ridiculous.
did the people at Chili's know that it was my birthday?
Yeah. So not for adults, but for kids. Come on.
Right.
It's crazy good.
You're correct. Wayne. Yeah. It's for kids. Let it go, old people. Let it go. It's like Halloween. Let it go. Wear your slutty outfit once a year. That's right. My goodness. That's the end of round one right there, my friends. Very good. Got serious, had fun. We came back. We almost got canceled. And Elise had a cigarette. It was good times. This is second round's called Pick It. Pick real good. Pick it. And here we go. We'll start with Wayne, then we're going to go to Elise, then we're going to Gabe. Wayne, Beyonce or Jay-Z? Pick one of them.
Oh, I have to pick one of those two. Oh, man.
He looks like a fan of both.
I haven't seen Beyonce. I know she's the queen something, right?
B.
Queen what?
Queen B.
The queen bee.
She's the queen bee for Beyonce.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go Jay-Z. And let me tell you why. Because I knew him early in his career when he was working with his brother. Yeah, his brother Lazy. Did you know that guy? He didn't do as well. And Cray was the third brother.
Wow. What cruise ship are you on, Federman?
That's
what
all I
cruise
got.
ship are you working on this week?
I know it's just terrible.
He took me in, and I was suckered. I'm like,
guys, I do that kind of no. So I don't know.
You're Jay-Z.
This one, I will tell you this.
Whose microphone's going nuts? Somebody's microphone's going nuts.
That's not. I don't think that's mine.
I think it's yours, Gabe. Yours. Yep.
Yeah, there it was. It was Gabe.
Okay. So you pick Jay-Z.
I will say this, that when he sang that song, It's a Hard Knock Life, it was the first time I really learned about what it's like to live in the inner city.
Well,
Yeah.
You should have probably listened to when Annie did it. You probably would
Oh,
have.
right. And then, did he ever sing Maybe? Did he ever sing Maybe from that
did.
show? Because
He
that's a
did.
good tune also.
Way different though. A couple more words in it. Elise, Jay-Z or Beyonce?
I'm also gonna go with Jay-Z, but for a really shallow reason. I don't love Beyonce's voice. I know she's the queen. There's something about the just the tenor. It also, I don't like. I am an 80-year-old woman. I also I don't like. Now I can't remember his name. Anyway, I would go with Jay-Z because I actually don't
Jay-Z.
enjoy.
Okay, Jay-Z. And then Gabe, we're gonna go to you over here, Gabe.
I would go with Jay-Z because I was reading on Beyonce. There's certain songs she had that apparently have this kind of monotonous tone that just kind of really kind of makes you brain dead. Like they've proven this. I like to the left, 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 and it just like they like there are scientists that have actually proven that it has this monotonous tone that just triggers something in your brain and basically you're non-existent for 4 minutes. Jay-Z, well, I'm more of a hip hop fan, so I like Jay-Z.
Jay-Z, I like it. That took us a while to get through that one. We struggled with that one.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
There we go. We're gonna go with this. Wayne, swimming or track?
Talking about Olympics here. Track. Well, I like the purity of track, of just like, go, you're done. You're the fastest guy in the world.
Just get it done. Right.
Yeah. I love it.
Also track.
Gabe?
Everyone's piggybacking me.
Swimming. I'll take swimming. Just because it seems so much easier to win medals on that. Because if you're playing basketball, you have a chance to win one medal. You're not going to do the shot put. But if you're swimming, you can do the 50 meter, the 100 meter, the 200 meter, the relay, all the same shit, different medals. That's why Phelps has so many.
I love it.
There's multiple disciplines in track, by the way. There's the
No, we're gonna stick with it. I'm gonna stick with it. Gabe has just told swimmers they're pussies. I love it. Goddamn pussy. Wayne, Venus or Serena?
Oh, definitely Serena. And I love them both so much, but I'm a Serena. I'm all Serena. I love her.
Elise?
I swear I'm not piggybacking. If you had asked me first, I would have picked the same things. Also, Serena, she doesn't take any shit from anybody ever.
You ever thought about just asking to be in the book?
I prefer the indirect approach.
Gabe?
I am purposely picking the other one. I have no basis, no reason behind it, but I picked the other one.
The other one.
I didn't even know her name.
He won't even play along. The other one.
Gabe.
He's trying to keep himself out of the book. Federman, Mormons or Jehovah's Witnesses?
Oh, love this.
Oh, definitely. Wow. My initial instinct was, of course, the Mormons. I'm going to go Mormons. Let me tell you why. Because of the lake and the Utah Jazz. They have a better basketball team.
Oh, very good point. Good point. Elise, Mormons or Jehovah's Witnesses?
Also Mormons, different reason. I had a couple
match here.
I had a couple Jehovah's Witnesses let themselves in my house to leave their literature. So they're on
awesome.
Oh, wow.
They're on my shit list.
I thought you were going to say neighbors. I got a couple Jehovah's Witnesses and neighbors, and they're very lazy. They only knock on my door. Gabe?
You're asking Coke or Pepsi, man. It's the same shit to me that you're asking right now.
Really?
I have friends that are ex-Jehovah's Witnesses, and Jack Mormons is the term that they use. They're very common here in Vegas.
Yes.
Yeah,
I was busy trying to think. I'm like, when you said Coke or Pepsi, I was like, I've never had those just show up at my door.
Yeah, it's just different, slightly different flavored cola. Same thing.
Very nice. I like it. Like, you got a lot of Jack Mormons, a lot of those that come to their dirty show. Here we go. Federman, walk or bike?
Depends on the age. This is a tough question for me because it depends kind of on the age. I would say, God, I love them both so much. it's such a tie. It's a real tie. Let me think if there's one thing that puts it over. I'm going to say walk, just because now, unfortunately, people look down on you if you don't have a helmet on like a child. So I'm going to say walk, but barely. That's a 51-49 thing.
I have so
I wonder
many
what
questions.
Elise is going to answer.
I have so many questions. You started with depends on the age. I would like to know of what, and also what were you going to say before you said toddler? Because you paused there for a second.
I know. You don't want to know. You don't want to know. I'm trying. I have to look. I have to make sure I'm viable.
That is a word that'll get you canceled.
I walk because you can't. It's harder to smoke a cigarette while you're riding a bicycle.
It's impressive when you smoke a cigarette and ride a bike.
When you light a cigarette riding a bike is the best.
Oh my God!
That's awesome.
Somebody from Camels will show up at your house. We've seen what you've done. We'd like to hire you, Gabe. Bike walk.
I'll go with the bicycle thing. I'm not a good walker. I get out of the car. I walk into the gig. I got a pedometer on my phone. I'm lucky if I break 1,000 steps in a day, man. It's yeah.
No, I love it. No, that was awesome. I'm not a good walker. I'm guessing one leg longer than the other. I'm guessing.
Little gimpy, walk in circles.
Okay, perfect. I love it. Oh, that's fucking fantastic. I'm not a good walker. Here we go. We got 2 more in this round. Wayne, chicken or beef?
Well, now it's at its peak, it's beef. It's at its peak, it's beef. There's no question. There's nothing better than the perfect steak. But unfortunately, I am now more in the chicken area of my life. But it's There's no piece of chicken that's worth as much as a great piece of steak. So it's got to be beef.
I just enjoy that you're in your chicken part of life. Elise, chicken or beef?
No, I'm going to deviate and say beef. Burgers, steak.
I said beef.
Blue steak.
I said beef also.
I don't know if you're even paying. I don't know if you're too busy trying to light a cigarette and she doesn't even hear your answers. Has no idea.
No, you said you're in the chicken part of life.
No, I'm saying.
But he chose beef.
Oh, God damn it.
So, I might as well just call him up and leave. You might as well just leave your husband right now and go over to Federman's house. You guys are in love.
Right.
Gabe?
It's meat, man. It's all meat. It's meat. I'm going to eat it.
That's so funny.
We covered this.
Why are you asking the same questions over and over again?
Yeah. How many times are you going to ask this guy?
He really believes it's died for his sins and he's got to eat it. Oh, that is awesome. Okay, here we go. Last one.
Yeah.
Wayne, country or city? Country, like as in out in the country. Or
damn it. And the truth is my answer is C, suburbs. That's my answer. So it's not going to be either one of the two. So I'm going to go city.
Has a chance to answer something.
I'm going to go city.
Elise?
If Elise says suburbs, I'm going to be really upset.
Yeah, if Elise says suburbs, we're clicking off. Both of us are clicking off. That's what's going on. Elise?
I hate the suburbs. I'm a city mouse.
Okay.
Yeah, I like to go to the country for a few days, but I would shoot myself if I had to live in a suburb.
Oh, she's bad with a gun. She's trying to hit a beef and she shot herself. Gabe, city or country?
Always city, man. I'm in a city, a 24-hour town here, man. So it's like, what? You want a good steak? You want some good chicken in the middle of the night or 2 a.m? We have access here. I love that feeling.
My God, you can't have meat without spelling team. Hey everybody, it's Ian. Just wanted to give a nice thanks to Violent Gentleman who sent both the podcasts Around the Bag and Enjoying Orange Slices with Jeff and Ian some great t-shirts and a couple hoodies and some hats. Make sure you check out violentgentleman.com for all your Violent Gentleman needs. Hey, girls, just because you're not a gentleman doesn't mean you can't be violent, and you can be a violent gentlewoman. So make sure you get yourself some swag over at Violent Gentleman. Proud. Worn by Ian Bagg. Time for the trivia. Wayne will go against Gabe for the first question.
Jesus.
Wayne will go against.
Good luck, Federman.
I don't have to say I got it.
What you say the first person that says I got this gets to answer the question.
Okay.
Yeah. Here we go. Here's the first question.
Good luck.
Where's the world's largest active volcano located? Nobody has it so far.
I'm gonna go. I got it.
Okay.
I think, isn't Mount Fuji the largest active volcano?
No.
Oh, Federman, it's all yours.
I'm just going to take the points.
Everybody vacations there. It's not.
Is it Hawaii?
I got it.
Hawaii. Oh, sorry, Elise. You
First of all, I got this, guys. Both of you buzzed in incorrect.
I got it. I got this. All right. Elise is going to go against Gabe for this one. Elise and Gabe, you guys are going against each other. Gabe picked Japan, one of the first places he went to when he went to on a military base when he was 24. I love it. Here we go. Here's the first question for Elise. Second question for Gabe. You almost had the first one. Didn't get one. Here it comes. What plant helps with sunburns?
I got this.
I got it.
Oh, Elise just snuck in on Gabe. Go ahead, Elise.
Aloe vera.
Aloe. The Vera part, I think, is added on by the company, but it's aloe is the plant. Just to let you know there. Federman versus Elise. Federman versus Elise. Here we go. What was Bruce Banner exposed to that turned him green?
Okay, so this is the whole... I got this.
I got this.
All right, or we're gonna go Wayne.
Sorry, Elise. I said I might be wrong. I'm gonna say nuclear waste.
It was not nuclear waste. Elise,
Was it gamma radiation?
you are kicking ass at
she's
that
good.
son of a bitch. She is on fire.
I'm a
Elise.
That is
I'm a
very
culture.
good. This is
Very
everybody
good.
versus everybody. This is everybody versus everybody. Wayne has one. Elise has two. Gabe's has zero. He's going to have to get on this. Here we go. What is the name of the new NHL hockey team in Seattle?
I got
Got
this.
this.
Gabe,
The Seattle Kraken.
my God, you're back in this game and you're throwing punches like a motherfucker. Good for you, bro. Good for you. The Seattle Kraken. Oh, my goodness.
We're
man.
Golden Knights fanatics over here, man. We know about the new team.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
killing
right. You
it.
guys got an instant enemy. Instant enemy. Here comes the next question. What is the #1 selling cookie in America?
I got this.
Go ahead, Elise.
Oreo.
Oreo is right. Oreo. Here comes the next one. Here comes the next one. In Friends, who is known for saying, "How you doing?"
I got
I
this.
got this.
Gabe,
Joey Tribbiani.
you got another
He
point.
knows the last name.
No, yeah, even the last name. Here we go. This is a big one. Who wrote The Great Gatsby?
I got this.
Wayne.
F. Scott Fitzgerald.
You are right. You are right. And thank God the guy that teaches at a goddamn college got that one right. Here we go.
What is
Short
Scott
story,
Fitzgerald do to
short
you,
story,
Federman?
by the way, not a full novel.
This is the last question of the round. Here it comes. We will find out who my BFF
Oh
is
no!
after this question. My BFF will be my friend for a full week, and we will hang and laugh and giggle. Here comes the question. How many planets are in our solar system?
I got this.
Elise.
9.
9. That's right. It looked like you were trying to be Wayne's best friend, but son of a bitch, you're my best
Yeah, I
friend.
love it.
Week, Elise. Pack up the cigarettes. You're going to be going for a walk with me, even though Gabe won't be going for it. Guys, Elise is the winner, but let's be honest, Wayne and Gabe, anybody that's on this show is a loser. So thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Have a good night, everybody.
Good times.
Thank you.
Good night.